How many Bitcoins does it take to get some goddamn respect in this town?
What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of CryptoZombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an excellent day today. Bitcoin roughly around the same levels as we were yesterday. However, something that we have noticed, even though we have had the amazing monthly close for October, is we do keep having these sort of wicks to the downside. It's showing that there is some selling pressure for Bitcoin. There are some individuals clearly who are trying to take profits. You can see Bitcoin was sitting all the way up at around $62,000. We fell all the way down here to about 57,000, and we had a very similar event right here sitting around 63, again all the way down to about $59,900. So that is something to note. However, on the flip side, you can say that we have had these dumps bought up extremely fast, which also shows that there is massive buying pressure as well. So this is something good for Bitcoin. In fact, I'm hearing that potentially there could be billions and billions of dollars coming into the Bitcoin market cap within the next few weeks. I want to talk about the significance of this, what this means for the overall Bitcoin price action, and not to mention an untapped territory that could suggest an extra $700,000 to the Bitcoin price, not the market cap, to the actual price. So we're talking a $760,000 Bitcoin. I'll go into that in just a bit. But also, there is some good news that came out, which could be interpreted somewhat negative. And some people are saying time is running out. Get your profits in, get out quick, because there could be a massive dump coming right around December 25th, Christmas time in the US. So we're going to talk about what this all means. I'll let you know exactly what is going on. And also, I just want to give a massive shout out and congratulations to everyone holding Elrond. Elrond Eagle just hit an all-time high. And, you know, this has been one of my favorite projects, right up there with Polkadot. In fact, we mentioned it when it was still just the ERC20 token at 0.005 cents with a market cap of 56 million. So congratulations, $314 today. Hopefully we can find more of these gems, and without further ado, let's dive in and let's have a look first at Bitcoin, and then we'll move on to the rest of the stories, okay? So, as you guys can see right here, obviously we are still being held down by this resistance. I've been saying this for every single video I've put out for the past week, so I'm not going to keep repeating myself. If you guys want to go see my analysis, yes, there still is the possibility of Bitcoin falling down, at least reclaiming somewhere around this blue zone territory. We could still have a $55,000 Bitcoin. However, I do still remain bullish. So what I'm looking for is whether or not we're either just going to have a breakout out of this channel, which in that case, that would be the breakout we were looking for. And you could potentially look to put in a long if you're playing breakout patterns, or kind of the safer thing to do is wait for the breakout retest, or simply wait for us to fall down to our blue zone territory. So like I said, it's still not out of the cards just yet. I would be looking to pretty much long right here around that $55,000 level. Actually, to be more specific, it's actually closer to 54,000 to be totally honest. And then if we had the breakout, I just want to see a retest of the resistance flip support and the bounce out level for that as well. As I told you guys, we have the illiquid supply at an all-time high. So we have the Bitcoin price moving to an all-time high. We have the illiquid supply at an all-time high. This could be setting it up for a massive moonshot. And one thing that I need to point out, obviously looking historically, we have Bitcoin's daily active address count has historically been a very reliable indicator for the price of Bitcoin to rise due to an increase in the number of accounts or addresses, Usually this means that there's more people interested. There's more people using the network. There's more people hodling Bitcoin, whatever it is. And according to Sentiment, you could see quote right here. They say, Bitcoin has had 5 straight days, excluding historically slow weekends, of over 1 million active addresses interacting on the Bitcoin network. This rise is an encouraging sign that another all-time high will inevitably be tested. And also, according to Glassnode, if you look down here, just talking about the Bitcoin Lightning Network, they say it keeps on growing. Around 9,200 new nodes have been added in just this year alone. This is a 111% growth rate in operating hardware. So you got to look at the fundamentals as well as the price action. I take them both equally. And having a look like, Dylan LeClaire pointed out, the supply held by entities with 1 to 10 Bitcoin in their wallets is at a new all-time high, right? So we are seeing massive whales, even though we've seen them try to sell, right? They're trying to sell over here, but every time they sell, it keeps getting bought back up. Every time they sell, it keeps getting bought back up, which is exactly why I say, if we do come down to this level and we get into this blue zone territory, I'm not freaking out. I'm looking at that as a buying opportunity because you are seeing that, yes, of course, some people are trying to take profits. This thing is not slowing down. We are full on bull market mode. Guys, I'm telling you, now is not the time to be shorting. If you want to try to short, maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe you'll get your 15 minutes of fame, shorting the Bitcoin price. But ultimately, what you want to do is look for long setups in a trend. The trend is your friend until the end. As soon as we get a trend reversal, like I said, we had the trend reversal. Once we broke down and had the lower level and came into the 30K, then I said short the resistance. But as soon as we broke out of that level, then you go back into longing, right? You don't want to fight the markets. People try to fight markets. I don't know why they do that. It doesn't make any sense. The trend is your friend until the end. And by the way, guys, if you are looking to long or short Bitcoin, I do have recommended exchanges below. Lots of bonuses, over $5,000 over on Bybit, Femex, as well as Prime XBT 50% bonus with the code CryptoZombie. So you don't want to miss out on that. There's a lot. And not to mention, they also have really great spot trading as well. $10 a month for spot trading. You pretty much can't beat that. So check that out below, guys, in the description. But, talking about what Box Mining said. Now, Box Mining, he tends to kind of have his ear to the ground over in Asia. He's first of all, he can speak the language. He's more familiar with what's happening over there. And he says that he's hearing that billions of dollars are going to be deployed into crypto over the next few weeks. Big funds are aggressively growing and raising new capital. Insane, right? Now, kind of talking about this a little bit, if we actually have a look, we have seen the fact that the Bitcoin dominance has started to fall somewhat, right? So what does this mean? What is happening? Well, essentially, we have Bitcoin leading the rally, and then they move into the altcoins. The same thing is happening for Ethereum. Ethereum is still sitting at an all-time high, even though a little bit lower, but it's still on the mid to macro sitting higher than where it is. Now, I wouldn't rule out a potential pullback to this blue zone territory as well, having Ethereum fall somewhere between 3,600 and 3,700. But ultimately, you are seeing these trends moving upwards and continuing to go higher and higher. So this is exactly why I said, getting back to hearing billions of dollars getting deployed. Now over here, so we had Kathy Wood. She's from ARK Invest. She's the CEO. And she was over on Saxo Bank, Switzerland. I actually tried to download this video. I don't really know what's going on with it. So I wanted to just play this clip for you super quick to show you why she believes that Bitcoin is the next big thing and how we could actually get to that $700,000 plus on top of the price right now.
We believe emerging markets are going to embrace Bitcoin, get away from many of them have corrupt regimes, and they don't trust their monetary authorities. They don't trust their politicians generally. And so we think emerging markets are a huge use case here. And we believe that use case alone, if we take away the four major money supplies that probably aren't going to change that much, that use case alone will add, I believe the number is 200,000. If it were adopted fully throughout the emerging markets, ex-China, that would account for $100,000 to $200,000. And forgive me, I don't know which one it is. I do know if institutions were to allocate 5% of their portfolios globally, ex-China, that use case alone would be $500,000 in addition to the $60,000 in Bitcoin's price. This is much like what happened with pension funds when it came to real estate in the 70s. It came to emerging markets in the 80s and 90s into the 2000s. We think this is the next iteration. This is the diversification into a completely new asset class, the first truly new asset class since the 1600s when equities launched.
So imagine just 5% adding that much to the overall price, the overall market cap of Bitcoin. And imagine when things really start to catch on, when people really start to realize what is happening with this global inflation and how Bitcoin truly is the solution to a lot of the global financial meltdowns that we see on a daily basis across the world. So very, very interesting. So getting off topic a little bit, just wanted to talk about some altcoins super quick. So obviously, congratulations to everybody who bought Elrond. We had some very, very good picks in the beginning of 2010. Elrond and Matic and Polkadot and Kusama were some of my biggest. And guys, today I have to bring it to you. This is clearly the next token, Zombie Inu. Okay, so some people reached out to me and they were like, how have you not talked about Zombie Inu? This is actually kind of funny because CryptoZombie zombie. So I don't know what this is. Not taking this seriously. It says a twisted Shiba Inu infected with a rare disease that transformed him into a zombie dog. So you guys can check this out. I may have to buy some of this just because I think it's pretty funny. Not expecting much about it, but okay, fine, guys. In all sincerity, Zombie Inu, Xenu, you guys can check it out over here. It's 0.000000120 whatever. So it's just a joke. I'm just playing around, but I had to bring it up. It was funny. Somebody mentioned that there was a Zombie Inu. But in all sincerity, if you guys are looking for a giveaway, I told you about Monkey Ball, and I told you to look at that launch pad, right? Solana has had an absolute run lately, and the Monkey Bucks NFT giveaway has officially launched. 500K MBS plus NFT airdrop. You can take part in this. Check it out. Just go to Monkey Ball Game Twitter, follow them, and yeah, you can literally just get some free tokens. So anytime they do some free tokens, check them out. I don't know if you guys remembered Ontology. Okay, that was a free drop. That did a 10x. Anybody remember Uniswap? Okay, they were giving those away for free. Remember how well that did? So, just check it out. It's absolutely free. And, getting back off of, we will talk about more altcoins in the upcoming days. I was obviously kidding with the Zombie Inu thing, although I do think it is still funny. And who knows, you never know. You never know what's going to take off in these markets. But, some people were mentioning that we did have a correlation with the drop of Bitcoin recently when we had the Federal Reserve mentioning that they were going to start tapering this month, which means they're going to start sort of pulling back, right? They announced that bond purchases will be reduced to $15 billion each month. Interest rates, however, remain unchanged for now, according to a decision made by Fed officials, but the central bank still sees inflation as transitory, contrary to the expectations of many financial analysts, or essentially temporary, saying that they're not looking to make this a long-term thing. Some people are saying, well, as soon as they stop, then that could be the bubble collapse. And just having a look right now, guys, look at this. Do you guys see what's happening right now? This is happening live. This is a live chart right now of the S&P 500 breaking all-time highs, not even looking like it wants to stop, absolutely pushing on this massive green candle right now. So what does this mean? Are markets getting overheated? Are things getting out of control? Is there just too much exuberance across the board in stocks and crypto and everything else and all these? Well, it's a possibility, right? It could be, or on the flip side, it could just be people waking up to essentially getting out of fiat and getting into anything, getting into Shiba Inu dog tokens instead of holding that dirty, dirty fiat, right? Well, if we have a look over here, there is one positive bit of news that could be twisted into a bit of negative news, and that's the fact that the Grayscale Bitcoin ETF commission will potentially take place on December 24th. So the news about the conversion wasn't really welcomed. According to commentary on a lot of social networks, users and previous Grayscale customers are not happy with the negative premium that the fund is trading. Since direct Bitcoin exposure is a more convenient solution for retail traders, Grayscale's fund with an average of about 20% premium is losing its reason for existence, since institutional investors are able to use the new ETF by ProShares and receive the same exposure with lower premiums and rollout costs. However, according to the notice of filing, within 45 days of the date of publication of the notice, essentially we will have our answer for this hearing, and like they said, this could fall flat on December 24th, the day before Christmas in the US, which a lot of people are saying, could we have a massive Christmas dump, right? Often these things are buy the rumor, sell the news. Keep in mind, What does an ETF offer? Well, it offers the ability to long, but also to short. So more people will be getting exposure to short Bitcoin. So, if Bitcoin's at 100K, on December 23rd, and then these guys get the green light to start longing or shorting, they could short, right? It could happen. Now, I'm not saying this to freak anybody out. I just want to say I told you, let you know, so you're all aware of this, so you're not surprised if we do have a crazy flash crash around Christmas. But that being said, I still think that regardless of what happens short term, I've been saying this for over a week now, even if we pull back, I still think we're massively in a bull trend. And I think if we have a pullback to 55, great opportunity to long. Probably the next level we're looking at is around 75,000 to 80,000. I talked about this in my video yesterday. Plus the fact that we're now seeing China look to potentially unban Bitcoin mining. Also, India's second most valuable IT firm may launch Bitcoin trading if crypto is legalized. In a statement down here, they said, obviously, and this is Paytum, that's what they're called. They're the second most valuable internet firm, estimated at around $16 billion market value. And they don't deal with Bitcoin, but they did say, quote, if it were to ever become fully legal in the country, then clearly there would be offerings that we could launch. So they do want to get involved. It's just a matter of these countries sort of reversing their stance and figuring out that they are getting left behind. And finally, I have to end on this news. Being someone from New York, we do have New York City Mayor-elect Eric Adams saying that he wanted to look at what's preventing the growth of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in our city. He does want New York City to have a cryptocurrency. And if I can hear everyone out there saying, he said Bitcoin. He said Bitcoin. I'll actually play the clip right now. This is from Bitcoin Magazine, so you can listen to this right here.
We're going to bring businesses here. We're going to become the center of life science, the center of cybersecurity, the center of self-driving cars, drones, the center of Bitcoins. We're going to be the center of all the technology. Miami, you had your run. We're bringing our business back.
So sorry about the connection issue, guys, but you could see he talks about Bitcoin. He says, Miami, we're coming for you. And so essentially, guys, that is it for today. Having a look once again at the total crypto market cap, we have broken out of this giant ascending triangle. This is very good. We have pulled back slightly. People are taking profits, but at the end of the day, I am definitely excited about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Let me know what projects are you looking at? What altcoins are you looking at? Are you selling? Are you buying? What do you think about this potential Christmas FUD? Let me know about that in the comments below. And of course, if you guys haven't watched these videos popping up here right now, take your finger, click them, check them out. And until next time, stay crypto. And of course, peace out.